time to give Ghostbusters 2016 another shot. Are you Again with the interrupting me with my own title card. Again in the middle of my rant. I am Mecca. This article seems to think that we need to give Ghostbusters 2016 another shot.
The following video is brought to you through the generous support of viewers like you. If you like this content, then please consider subscribing, liking, and sharing this video. And for those who are in the position to donate, this channel thanks you. And so does this orange cat.
Seriously, my nose starts to run and I start to sneeze. Am my nose bleeding? I'm doing this in one take and I'm not cutting. I'm not cutting this and I'm not editing this out. You're not. No. Why? Because allergies happen. And sometimes it's time to take a nap. It's not right now. It's just a mild sneeze. It's time to give Ghostbusters another shot. I don't want to yell. This is early in the morning. Good morning. It's Monday morning, you know. It's spring. It's supposed to be spring. Love is supposed to be in the air. I would love to fall in love right now with somebody worth falling in love with. Not these movies. No, not these movies. I'm trying to be quiet. Because I have yelled and ranted and screamed so much over these movies. Why? Because, I read ahead. Didn't tell you I read ahead. Look at what they go right into. Look at what they jump right into. The movie's been left in a weird limbo after being caught in the middle of a culture war. Misogynists everywhere cried out in anger the moment the movie was announced. Do you think that maybe it's just because, it's time to admit it, the Ghostbusters franchise were fine in the past, didn't need to be constantly dragged up and reimagined and rehashed and rebooted time again. These studios don't seem to want to admit that a lot of your movie-going audience are people who saw these movies once or twice in the 80s. You know, the original Ghostbusters movie. And then the second one, right? They're going to go on nostalgia and they're going to want to see all those old characters again, maybe. So when you go in and replace people, right? We saw the trailer. I'm not going to bring in clips of the trailer. I'm just going to be talking about this film, right? No fancy edits. This is just me and my unbridled ranty flow, right? This movie wasn't funny either. You know what? None of these movies have had the same writing, directing, producing team as the original. And you know what else has changed? Times have changed. The people starring in them have changed. These situations and the culture around what made the workplace comedy of Ghostbusters funny. And you know what? When I see this GameSpot article where they say the Lady Ghostbusters were a lot more fun than what the franchise has been doing lately, they're right. That is why I struggled with it. They are right. They're right. What are these two new movies? Afterlife and Frozen Empire. They're not funny. They're not funny in the same way that the original Ghostbusters films were. Then again, studios think that every single fan is going to be the type of fan who has the entire room full of every piece of merch from that movie because they think every fan is the most hardest core fan out there. They think every fan, and I don't like considering myself a fan of movies anymore. I'm a viewer. I'm an audience member. I'm a customer, right? And it costs me more money for concessions at Ghostbusters Frozen Empire than I will make on videos talking about Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, right? I'm trying to think of what I bought myself with Ghostbusters 2016 money. Probably probably like groceries for a week. Probably groceries for a week, let's be honest. If you guys want to contribute to keeping me alive and keeping me in a livelihood where I get to talk about these things and do gaming things with you guys, I have channel membership available, and I know I don't want to stop in the middle of my flow to advertise again. All of the What the Dubs, where we go in and redub the bad movies with our own funnier lines, those go up on channel members. So do a lot of the live streams. So if you missed that, please come back for that. Because we would rather just have a laugh at these than keep talking about these same insulting articles. Insulting articles. So why do they use these? Because I will make a video on it. That's why they use this buzzword and terminology. And I was tempted not to even make one. You know what? Maybe we don't give them the click. Maybe we don't give them the view. And then I said, you know what? Maybe I do need to address a few things about this. Maybe it is time to address this overproduction of these films. We just got a new Ghostbusters. And I'm talking about Afterlife. Like, we literally just got that, okay? I barely got that one out of my system, right? It was good enough. It was good enough. Did it need to exist? Absolutely not. I think that's the biggest point of all of these, is not every single intellectual property needs to be constantly rebooted, reimagined, dug up, dusted off. You don't need to brush the cobwebs off of the shoulders of every single intellectual property just because it has a fandom. Okay? Just because it has a fan base, just because it has people who like the things. Yes, it's fun to see ghost-busting things on the big screen. Yes, parts of Frozen Empire were fun and nostalgic to see. But the honest fact is, nobody wants to admit that the new cast isn't very interesting. These women were not interesting either. They were funny, though. No. Funny? No. Funnier. I had a laugh. No, they're doing their thing. They're trying to gaslight me. No, I can't remember any laughs. No, they're trying to gaslight me. Were they funnier? No, it's a push. They were both about equally as unfunny. Now they got me almost defending that. Was it funnier, or was it funny in the wrong way? I think it might have been funny in the absolute train wreck of how bad it was. I think I was laughing at the ridiculousness of Chris Hemsworth trying to improvise comedy. Like trying to answer a telephone through a fish tank. Or what did he do? Oh, he tried to hear something that was a sight-only get. The weirdest, the worst. Probably wishful thinking. 2016 was a cesspool in the year of the USA, with the culture war reaching new peaks thanks to Donald Trump. Oh, we gotta bring in political stuff. Is this just a political thing? Because, see, I just want to X myself out of society and not deal with any of that. Why? Because it's irrelevant. Whoever is in charge politically didn't make this movie. And dragging us in and labeling us a political affiliation isn't going to work with all of us. You know, you're going to have one or two of us who say, no, we just want to be left alone to go watch the original two movies at this point. Is that it? We just want the original two movies, maybe the first movie. We just want the first movie. I like the second one enough. There's going to be fans of these. Now, that's the problem, is you're always going to have one person who says, oh, but I like that one, and this, but You're wrong. You can like it, but you're wrong. It's not the favorite. You can like these bad movies. I have no problem with people liking bad movies. I have a problem with Hollywood deciding to call me every name under the sun like a misogynist. Seriously, with as much as I objectify women, do you really want to call me a misogynist? Okay, I guess that's a little bit misogynistic. Does it count if I'm a woman doing it? I am Mecca.
Drop the taco. Get in the car.